Welcome to the patch notes. Let's check out some of the changes in the February update. Starting off with Flag Run, it's had numerous tweaks and fine tuning across the board with improved audio messaging, further experimentation with the respawn mechanics for both the attacking and defensive sides, several changes to the rally system that should give attackers more room to maneuver. There's also been some rather interesting map design changes across 3 of the maps, Fort, Meltdown and Low. The largest of these changes can be seen on Low, where we see a radical redesign across most of the map. So after listening to audio feedback on the link gun, we've revisited the primary sounds for the time being. Have a quick listen to the old sound and tell us what you think of the new sound. Other audio changes include lightning rifle effects, adjustments on footsteps, increase the Redeemer explosion sound range, and having half the volume on the CTF scoreboard. When the new patch for Unreal Tournament is released, your current username on the Epic launcher will be fixed across all Epic Games products. The idea behind it is to get a more consistent community experience across the products available on the Epic Games launcher. We have implemented a clan tag system that will allow you to add your team's name before your username. Your name will then appear with your clan tag in brackets followed by your username. Movement changes this update. We've removed the sprint mechanic. A lot of you won't even realise it was there. Some of you knew it was there but just didn't use it, hence why it's been removed. The other movement change this update is that players will no longer collide with teammates, except if they both try to stop in the same location. The interactive scoreboard has seen a few improvements that helps players identify weapons, objectives and power-ups on the minimap by hovering their mouse over the icon. The scoreboard is also more accessible when first joining a game, making viewing player profiles or adding friends or kicking players out much easier. New visual effects have been added when picking up health and armor, giving cleaner messaging when the item's actually been taken. This shows both in the first person view and third person view, so if you witness an enemy or a teammate pick up a health pack, you see them sparkle for a brief second. The shock rifle has also had a visual effect upgrade with its geometry overlap sphere, which gives much better clarity on depth perception on the shot cores, especially at those longer ranges. But it doesn't work on low settings on the effects tab. You have to turn up to medium to make this effect work. So moving on to the weapons now, and after the feedback that we had last time with the sniper rifle, you can now headshot sliding players. The sniper rifle has added a slight delay before it can start its magnified zoom mode, and just to clarify this, entering the sniper scope view is still instant, but the delay stops accidental zooming in when players only wanted the minimum zoom distance to start with. The lightning rifle has been polished up a little bit more with its cosmetics, but it's still having some iterations done to it. It's also still lacking visual effects and animations. Balance wise, it's had a few tweaks to its damage output on its secondary fire. A non-charged hit scan shot now does 45 damage instead of 35, and a fully charged body shot now does 85 damage, upped from 80 damage. Also, the charging time has been reduced on the secondary fire to 0.8, and each fully charged shot uses 2 ammo. Moving on to the rocket launcher, and we're still tweaking on how the lock-on rockets work, so reduce the seek lock time for the rocket launcher from 0.6 to 0.5, increase the distance that the lock indicator shows up for targets from 3,800 to 5,000 units. Also added a minimum seek distance below which the rocket stops seeking to make it easier for the target to avoid them. And the final change that the rocket launchers had this update is that the trident spread on the rocket launcher returns with a slight twist that the rockets, when they fire, are slightly staggered on release. The grenade launcher has had a fix on its sticky grenade, which didn't explode on impact with enemy players. Also, the sticky grenade, once stuck into a surface, will automatically detonate after 5 seconds. INSTAGIB's also had a few changes this update, with no spawn protection, so you can spawn frag to your heart's content. Respawn delay is now only 1 second. Spawn selection algorithm has been modified, and reduced volume of the INSTAGIB fire sound and fixed its actuation settings. So that's just a rough overview of the latest patch. If you want to check out the full patch notes, make sure to click on the YouTube description below. Good luck, have fun out there in the tournament.